All right? Just back up. You get all you want. Hi, Michael.
1993 brought the first bombshell. Rumors about Michael and his friendships with children began to surface. The world held its breath as the king of pop denied accusations of child abuse at his Neverland Ranch in Santa Barbara. Michael went public with his denial of inappropriate relationships with any child and settled out of court with a family for a reputed $20 million. This was the start of a chain of events that would ultimately damage Michael's career in a profound way.
Now, if this really went on, do you think a father would accept money, that would make it okay, that would make everything all right? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. I know that if that were my son, I'm sorry. I don't care if you gave me $1 billion. I want to see you either behind bars or dead for the rest of your life for doing that to my son or my daughter. It's crazy. The guy was after money is what he wanted.
It was during this time that a highly scrutinized marriage took place to Lisa Marie Presley, whose father was one of the few men who could rival Michael's worldwide fame. Despite media speculation about the credibility of the relationship, Lisa Marie and Michael publicly denounced rumors and declared their love was genuine. The marriage was short-lived and ended on amicable terms in 1996. Within a year of the separation, Michael's association with his dermatologist assistant, Deborah Rowe, led to an announcement that she was pregnant with his first child. Soon after this, the couple was married in Australia. Deborah gave birth to a son, Prince Michael Jackson Jr., followed by a daughter, Paris Michael Catherine. Despite having 2 children together, the relationship was not to last. By autumn 1999, the couple announced their intention to divorce, with full custody of the children going to Michael. In 2002, Michael announced the birth of another son, Prince Michael II. To this day, the mother's name remains a mystery. In 2002, Michael Jackson released the album Invincible. It was a financial disaster, selling only 2 million copies in the US. And after an association that spanned over 20 years, Sony failed to renew its contract with Michael. The king of pop was losing popularity.
We were already off the wall. And we're coming off our seats to stand up for justice in the music industry.
This is very important because throughout the years, black artists have been taken advantage of completely. And it's time now that we have to put a stop to this incredible, incredible injustice. And like Mrs. Sharpton was saying, people from James Brown to Sammy Davis Jr., some of the real pioneers that inspired me to be the entertainer that I am. These artists are always on tour because if they stopped touring, they would totally go broken. And it's been, the record companies really, really do conspire against their artists. They steal, they cheat, they do whatever they can, especially the black artists.
Yeah. Now let me say this.
Sony Tommy Mottola. Tommy Mottola is the president of the record division. He is a mean, he's a racist, and he's very, very, very devilish.
There has been much speculation regarding Michael's treatment of his children. An incident in 2002, which was circulated around the world, showed Michael holding his baby over a Berlin hotel balcony for his chanting fans to see. It created an uproar. Those close to Michael have always insisted that he was a responsible parent and highly protective of his children. Claims of Michael sharing his bed with his pet chimp, Bubbles, fueled hysteria. More outrageous tales began to surface when Michael's sister LaToya launched her own musical career, and claims circulated of Michael and LaToya being one and the same person. Michael's dramatic change in appearance prompted speculation that he was attempting to look like his friend, Diana Ross.
It's been said that Michael Jackson underwent plastic surgery to make himself look more like you.
I don't think so.
Is that true?
No, I don't think he has. No one's ever told me. He's never told me that. I don't think so.
But is it unnerving for you to have a young man that's undergone plastic surgery to make himself look like you?
Well, I don't think he's trying to look like me. I really don't. I think he wants to look like what he perceives as makes him feel happy about himself, you know? I don't think he's trying to look like me. I do think he's quite beautiful, though, by the way.
You know what the media is like. It's called propaganda. They take anything and they blow it out. We're family. You saw the way we grew up in a two-bedroom house. Family is more important than all the success in anything, and we're always going to hold on to that. Their whole thing is to divide and conquer and to separate us. We're family. We're family. We have children. We hurt just like everyone else.
I'm constantly upset by what people say, and there are many things said about me that are unkind that I don't find pleasurable. But so many people really don't know him, and they don't give him a chance, and they're so ready to criticize. And I think what happens is when you see genius, and when you see a talent that is just unstoppable and untouchable, the first reaction people have is to criticize it, because it scares them, it threatens them, and in order to augment their own self-worth, they feel that they have to belittle him.
Throughout all of this, Michael continued to be adored by his legions of fans.
Thank you very much. And I'm honored that the world appreciates my art. I'm very honored.
Are you excited to be back with your brothers? Yeah, excited. All of us. How great is Michael as a man? You know him well as a person. How great is he as a man?
Well, he's one of my closest friends. And we know more about each other probably than any two people. And I love him and he loves me.
2003 brought headlines that shook the world and stunned his fans. 9 separate charges of child molestation were brought against Michael, and this time he was to appear in court under the scrutiny of the world press. A furious flurry of claims and denials and counter-allegations followed. Everyone had opinions about the testimony and the witnesses as the drama was played out in the small town of Santa Maria in California.
Please keep an open mind and let me have my day in court. I deserve a fair trial like every other American citizen. I will be acquitted and vindicated when the truth is told.
I'd like to let the world know that I'm behind my son. I don't believe any of this stuff that's being written about him because I raised him and I know him, and that's just a statement people are making.
We support our brother wholeheartedly, and we stand by his side, and we're in the process of planning a trip with the whole family to visit him.
The case was dubbed the trial of the century and gained global notoriety, not only because of Jackson's fame, but also because of the antics outside of the courtroom. When the trial began, hordes of Michael's supporters held a vigil for their hero outside the courthouse. When Michael